Hello everybody and welcome to episode 35 of... I'm stuck in a big dance! My name is Fraser.
Hello, my name is Susan.
Oh my god, we have special guest Susan this week.
Hello, Kai still ill, so Susan come join today. Hello.
How are you, Susan? What are you known for on the internet?
I am known for Animal Crossing drawings.
You do Animal Crossing drawings?
I do Animal Crossing drawings.
How many drawings?
I make Tom Nook into good lady.
Oh, you make him look nice, yes?
Yes, I make look nice.
Ah, that's fantastic. I'm very happy that I've brought you on the podcast today.
Should be. I can tell you all about my drawings for the rest of
Go
your
on, then.
life if you like.
Go on then.
So I have a lot of colours. I have a blue, I have a red, I have a pink, I have a yellow, a green. What is that other colour called?
Purple?
No, the other one.
Magenta.
Yes. Magenta.
Ah, yes.
I have a brown good colour. I also have a black, and I have a white, but it does not work very nicely on most drawing surfaces because it's white paper. So
Okay, but thank you very much.
it's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
So that was our special guest, but we do have an even more special guest.
Wait, I want to tell you more about my drawings.
Fuck your drawings!
Oh, it's okay. I go back home. Bye-bye.
Fuck your chicken strips! I miss that. I miss Vine and all that. Kai, welcome back!
No, it's still me.
Oh my god.
Hello.
You're not ill anymore! Maybe you are. I'm holding him against his will. He's actually like dying.
Yeah, I've been in bed all day.
What's been going on then? What happened last week?
So my dad was ill, so I was looking after him, and obviously, even though I looked after myself a lot during that and like washed my hands constantly and washed surfaces and whatnot as well and cleaned up surfaces, I managed to catch whatever he had as well, which we worked out is probably norovirus, which is
God.
Not nice because it involves being sick every 20-30 minutes for about 8 or 9 hours.
That's exactly what you want on a lockdown, right?
Yeah, and for me it lasted 12 hours to the point where one of the times, like the last time, no, I don't want to talk about being sick. That's just gross. But yeah, so you're sick basically every half hour, which isn't good. You get a fever as well.
Yeah.
And
that's worrying as well, because that's one of the symptoms of
exactly
coronavirus, having a high temperature.
Exactly, but I haven't got coronavirus. That's good. And the problem is you can't eat or drink anything really. Like you can, but it just comes back up like 20 minutes later. So like it was constant. Like at the end of the I knew that I still had to be sick like one last time. So I basically just shoved a bunch of water down me.
Oh, what? You made yourself?
Yeah, pretty much. And that was the end of it after that. So that was fun.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
so that was fun.
I'm glad you're back to normal now.
Yeah, I mean, it took like a couple of days after that to like kind of get my taste back, you know?
Yeah. Well, at least you're good to go now, and you are eating, because I remember when you were first telling me about it, you literally couldn't even have water.
No. Well, it took me. I couldn't eat at all for 48 hours roughly.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if you can't eat, you lose a lot of energy.
Of course, yeah.
All of my energy basically just drained.
So were you in bed basically for 2
work.
days straight? Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I was in bed for a day. I worked before I was ill. I was working, and then when I started to feel really ill, is when I messaged you saying, "Right, I'm gonna have to like delay it till tomorrow probably because I'm not feeling well."
Yeah.
And then I was ill, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna force myself to do it if I'm dying, basically."
Yeah, no, I saw that.
And I stayed in bed for a good 24 hours roughly. To the point
And
where
that
I
can
went to bed at 8 o'clock in the afternoon is the time I fell asleep roughly. And
just make a note,
I was up
everybody.
every half hour.
Kai refers to 8 as the afternoon, not the evening.
All right, 8 in the evening. So yeah,
Still.
I was in bed at like 8 p.m. Woke up every half hour roughly, stayed awake for half hour, and that lasted until about 4 p.m. the next day.
It makes all the difference though, staying in bed for that long, doesn't it?
Yeah. The problem is I don't have a TV or anything like that in my room, so
Yeah.
very dull. So all I could do was sleep or go on my phone. I didn't want to go on my phone that much.
How was Coda?
He was alright. My dad took him for a walk and stuff, and had him with him overnight and stuff.
That's
so
good.
That was handy.
That's good that you had some time to focus on yourself, because that was my main worry as well.
Yeah,
other than
I
you
don't
as
want him
well.
to,
It was like, oh, what's Coda going to do if your dad was also feeling ill?
Yeah, I mean, my dad was feeling better by that point, luckily, because it
That's
takes
good.
like 2 days for it to appear, basically, for any like symptoms on yourself to appear.
So he had just recovered.
Yeah, he
and
recovered.
Then you
and
got it.
I got it. But the problem is, it comes so suddenly. That's the worst part. Like I was feeling a bit crap during the day, but then suddenly, like out of nowhere, I was like, "Oh my god, what has happened?" To the point
hit
where
you like a brick wall.
yeah. But no, I'm good now.
Good.
I've recorded videos. I've gone live. We're recording this, so that's good.
Sorry, guys, we've had to emergency end the podcast because Kai's chundered through the microphone and it's come onto my headset.
Yeah.
Well, audio now travels physically. What? Physical things?
I mean, it does technically, but
just not in the way that I'm trying to put across somehow,
No.
in a very unfunny way.
no. Yeah, I'm good though now. So
That's good.
we're back to reality.
Did you manage to see the moment I put together with all of the homework from last week?
I did.
What did you think?
Awful. Nah, it was really good actually. It was quite sweet to see like everything that people have done. I saw there was a lot of drawings, a couple of paintings. I saw there was some stuff about exercise.
Yep.
Generally, people did a good job. So well done, everyone. You haven't got any homework this week. You take it as a week off.
Oh, that's good. That was one of the next questions I was going to ask. Because
Yeah.
last week I asked Nicola, who was our special guest last week, if you haven't yet listened to last week's episode of the podcast, be sure to do so, episode 34. I asked Nicola and we couldn't come up with anything. So I said, right, okay, no homework this week. We'll decide next week. But
There you
you've
go,
given
no
the seal of
homework this week
approval now.
either.
That's good.
Perfect.
Because
Actually, no.
there is
I'm kidding.
homework. There is homework.
Is there?
Yeah, there is homework. Next week's a community episode.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. that's
So
fine.
now that there is homework, but it's an easy homework. So with it being a community episode, we of course want your funny and unique questions sent to us.
Yeah.
A* 1,000 points to everybody that sends in unique questions. We've made a note of every single question we've ever answered. So when we think one is similar, we go back, check it, and if it has been answered before, we cut it out. So if you've got unique questions, or questions that we haven't yet expanded on, boom, perfect. They will be answered. So your homework for this week is send us a tweet at Stuck in a Podcast. Feel free to tag our personal ones as well if you want to, but you don't need to. At IvexHD and at KaiRossBests with your questions to us.
Try and limit it to one question if you can, because there's always like
Yes.
we'll get quite a few from like multiple people, obviously. And I mean, you can always put like multiple questions in one tweet, but try and keep it to one tweet if you can.
That's definitely the main
give us a
thing.
better chance of getting through to everyone rather than a select few.
Yeah. Of course, we do go and check every single tweet anyway, but it makes things a little bit easier rather than going back and saying, oh, look, this person's actually sent in another tweet as well. But yeah, make sure that you check other people's questions to make sure that you're not... I'm saying make sure a lot. Just to ensure that you're not sending in the same thing. But as long as it's unique and you know it hasn't been asked before, then boom, you've gone and done the right thing. You've gone and absolutely nailed it.
And please,
What's your favourite colour of the alphabet? Ha ha ha!
and stuff like that.
Nurofen 200 milligram tablets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the XD raw lol questions, we don't do them.
Well.
Other than Kai on Thursdays, but we don't go live on Thursdays, so you miss out.
That's true. Oh, we do go live on Thursday. We should play Portal live on Thursday.
We did. Okay, we don't podcast on Thursdays, and at that point, you know, there's no questions on those days.
Yeah, no questions on Thursdays. No question Thursdays, we like to call it.
No post on Sundays.
There is no. Amazon.
That was a quote from Harry Potter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shows how long ago I last watched Harry Potter.
I miss Harry Potter. Harry Potter is still one of those movie franchises that just hasn't died out. It's so rare to get one of those, and it's still worldwide. It's still loved by everybody, and you can happily rewatch all of the movie series and feel like you can watch it again in maybe like a week or so. Yeah. It doesn't get old. There's so much to it.
Well, yeah, you're true. And then like you go to like Disney or something like that, and the rides.
Oh, the Harry Potter Universal rides.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. I didn't mean Disney. Shut up, you idiot.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
One of the things that I still wish that we did do was the Hagrid ride when we were over there.
Yeah, but that was a massive line.
Queuing for 10 hours on the first day and 8 hours on the second day. Do you remember when we walked past and she was going, "Oh, only an 8-hour wait!" And I was like, "Only?"
Yeah. I mean, I know we're British and stuff, but we're not going to line up for that long for
We may be the kings and queens of waiting, but that's not for us. Fuck that.
No, we don't want that.
So hopefully next time we go, whenever we go, we do get to do that ride. Or the next time I want to go to like a Universal or Disney park. I want to go to California. I want to go over there.
Yeah, me too.
So hopefully we can
I
get
say
one of
that.
those
I mean,
planned.
I'm meant to be going in October, so.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a trip to Orlando. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to go to California as well, though. Like, you get guaranteed lovely weather whilst you're there as well.
That was supposed to be this year, but in a way, I'm kind of glad it fell through.
Yeah, there was a few things that was meant to happen this year.
Because if it went ahead next month, as originally planned, we would literally be getting ready to leave in between 2 to 3 weeks' time.
Yep.
That was when we were planning to go. Early May was the original plan.
Yep.
So,
you know what the best thing is now? We could have gone in June, because I mean, I don't think it'll be open again properly in June. It might, I don't know. Things could change quickly, but I doubt it. But my concert on the 4th of June cancelled because the singer had a hernia.
Oh gosh.
My concert on the 9th of June cancelled to next year, so postponed. My concert on the 14th of June, no information on it yet, but I've seen a thing saying they probably are going to cancel it. So June is now freed up completely for me.
We could always camp out on lastminute.com.
Yeah, I mean, if things get clear to go through, I say even if it's just a little trip to Europe, you know, somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, just for a bit of sun.
Yeah.
Get on an island
Turkey
or something.
and stuff.
Or the Maldives, but that's expensive.
Yeah,
I still want to go
Maldives is
Dubai
really
at some point, but Dubai is kind of like
August.
a hotspot at the moment. Oh, nah, sod August.
What's
You and
wrong
bloody
with
Dubai in
August?
August. It's the hottest month. Everybody
Yeah.
says no.
No. My friend from Dubai, I spoke to them the other day, and they said, if you like hot weather, go for it. There's plenty of air conditioning.
Yeah, but there's hot weather, and then there's literally living in an oven.
Yeah? What's your point?
You can go. I'll see you in December or
Yeah,
something.
I'll see you. I won't be there in December.
Well, I will be. I don't know. I've always wanted to go, but that's for another day. We can't be dreaming about holidays at the moment. But I will be when all the stuff is restricted. I am going to be checking on all of these holiday package sites because they might have really, really, really cheap stuff.
I'm looking right now.
They might have really cheap stuff out when the lockdown restrictions are lifted to make some quick money from people. So if I have a look in June, because I'm completely flexible. As long as work gives me time off, and work has given me time off with 2 days' notice. Mm-hmm. If work gives me like quick time off, then I will happily have a quick turnaround. Our Esters are already approved, so we don't need to worry about that. It's just a case of getting money, showing them how to pay a premium on that, especially as the bloody exchange rate is down at the moment a lot. But, you know, we could just get straight out there. So advice to everybody, camp out on these holiday sites. If you can't afford it, you might be able to afford it.
Yeah, I mean, generally things are really cheap at the moment.
Just because there's so much uncertainty.
Yeah, I've just looked at Turkey. Turkey, really nice place, by the way. Food's amazing. Weather's amazing. The only time I've been there where it wasn't amazing was when my parents were splitting up, because we went roughly when that was, and we had a massive thunderstorm on one of the days as well. But that was it. Otherwise, generally really good.
Do you know what they call that, Kai?
A storm?
Pathetic fallacy.
Yeah? Why?
Do you remember English?
No.
So you said you went when your parents split up, right?
Yep.
The weather reflects the mood.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Pathetic fallacy. If you do English at GCSE, I know they taught in GCSE. There you go. Please back me up. Do I remember my English GCSE knowledge? If I don't, shit. Imagine if I just described something that's completely unrelated. That'd be embarrassing. I'm going to take my chances. I'm not even going to fact check. It's just going to be there. If I get it wrong, shit. If I get it right, look at me go.
There he goes. I'm trying to find. There was a really, there it is. I found it.
That's
Aqua
quick.
Fantasy in Turkey. So good. It's a
is that
massive
one of the water parks?
Yeah, it's huge. It's amazing. And when I last went there, I was 10, I think, or 11.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, it was so good. That's currently £864.
For how many people? For how long?
£864 each for 4 people. It's a 5-minute walk to the beach, and it is for 7 nights. That's not good.
Is it all inclusive?
It's all inclusive, yeah.
Okay, that makes it a little bit better then.
Yeah,
that's not too bad. And flights included.
So good. Yeah, flights are included. This is just on first choice. But the
It's not
cheapest
too
one for 7 nights. Yeah, this is in the middle of June, by the way, so it's quite soon.
Yeah, this is just before like the whole summer rush.
Yeah,
if there is one this year.
Cheapest one, like one of the cheaper ones with pool and stuff. 593, 600, 600.
Really good. And they're all inclusive.
Yeah. I've selected all inclusive purposely because it's so good out there.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Little water park one here called Tui Blue Tropical in Dalaman, Saragame. Saragame is where I first went, I'm pretty sure. Really good.
Right.
Maximum you're really looking at about 700 quid. Pashka Bay in Antalya, which is another place I've been, 682 each. Pretty good. I mean, if it does fall through, I say we go to Turkey for a week.
Yep, Turkey it is.
Like, it's actually proper amazing out there.
It does sound good. I've been close. I've been to Cyprus.
Cyprus is really nice as well.
Yes.
But Turkey
is really nice.
The food. It's the food that gets me. You know me, where I don't eat like loads in the UK.
You're kind of fussy in the UK.
I am, but you chuck me out there, I'll eat everything.
Wow.
Like,
Okay, you've sold me.
Mental. This is on the 16th of June, by the way, for 7 nights. That's a Tuesday to a Tuesday.
Gosh, and you know what, Kat? I could probably make it a little bit cheaper as well.
Yeah?
Because I'm getting some money back!
Hey!
Yeah!
Get your money back! Get your money back!
After a whole month and a bit of this whole car crash thing going on and dealing with the insurance and stuff, I finally got my first lot of money back from the car insurance, and it covers the value of the car. So thank God for that. I've now got that. And also, I had to cancel my policy today because the car insurance company, they sent me an email saying your car's up for renewal soon. I was like, what? Good luck fucking renewing it. It doesn't exist. And so I was like, oh God, right, I'm going to have to give him a call. And with all of this, oh my God, it's so annoying this time of year at the moment because all of these companies are all suffering from people being not in the office because of coronavirus and stuff. So calling up the insurance, it literally took 5 minutes to get past all, you have to press like a bunch of numbers to navigate through the menus. After every step, they were like saying, due to the recent circumstances, less staff are currently present in the office, so your call queues may be longer. And then after 6 minutes, just before it puts you on, it says, if you are working for the NHS, your policy is due to renew in less than 7 days, or you are considered vulnerable or elderly, please hold. Otherwise, please hang up. I was like, what? Why would they tell you that after 6 minutes of navigating the menus?
You know, I had a similar thing like that once. When I was trying to cancel my car insurance policy for my old car, I called them. I went through for like half hour speaking to a robot for them to say, sorry, this is the wrong line. It's like, what do you mean this is the wrong line? They're like, we'll transfer you now. It took another 20 minutes to get through to someone.
It's even more annoying when you know that whatever you're going to be talking about will literally only take 5 minutes.
Yep.
It is so annoying. So, yeah, sure, I did hang up because I don't want to go clogging the lines. And then I sent my insurance company a tweet saying, is there an email which I can contact to cancel my policy? Because if you go onto the website, it says if you're amending anything, you can usually do it through the website itself on your account page. But if you want to cancel your renewal or you want to, like, do something which involves ending your policy, then you need to call up. There's no email, there's no live chat, there's no nothing. So I was like, right, sod it. I'm just going to send a tweet saying, is there an email I can contact? Don't want to clog the phones, and I don't need any discussion because the car's no longer in my possession. So they replied saying, send us a DM with your policy number and such. So I did, and they were like, oh, okay, I've checked your information. We need to backdate cancelling your policy because your vehicle was deemed a total loss because it was written off from the hit and run, and you're owed this amount of money. So I was like, brilliant, cancel it. So Twitter is an incredible resource. If you don't have a Twitter account, why not? Because the amount of times... Are you
bullying me right now?
if you're suspended, haha. No, but for real, Twitter has helped me out so much now. Customer service lines on Twitter have been incredible. And it saved me a call. I didn't need to talk to any human. I had to wait like half an hour for a reply maximum. And then I said yes. And then it was processed. So within an hour of just live chat, without having to go through the stress and frustration, knowing that someone's going to read it, without having to go through the stress and frustration of sitting in a call to only be told to fuck off. So much better. So much better. So, yeah, shout out to my company, who I'm not with anymore.
Shout out to them.
Cancelled. Yeah.
For listening, give us a sponsorship.
Yes.
Thanks.
So, yeah, thank you. Unnamed company who only know me by name. So
you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. So yeah, I'm getting money back.
Good, as expected.
And talking of money, did you hear about the person that was selling raffle tickets for something quite big?
No.
So
but I have seen it on our little document that says what it is.
Yes. Oh, yes. Would that be the podcast ideas document?
It might be at docs.com/document
/T/1ZBXQ9HZB.
Don't read it all out. We're gonna get doxed.
Google doxed. Anyway, so yeah, this person couldn't sell their house. No one was buying it after so long. So like, right, sod it. I'm gonna start up a raffle to sell my house instead. So they were clever with it. They put a minimum amount of tickets that needed to be sold in order to cover the value of the house at least, and then anything else was a profit. So someone sold their house via these raffle tickets, selling one ticket for £1 each. Obviously, you can buy as many tickets as you want. So people probably could have bought like £100 to £200 worth of tickets all at once. And then, yeah, it was raffled off to someone who literally bought a ticket for £1.
Nice. Do you
what
know
an incredible way of doing it. No, I've got no clue how much they made. But you know from the fact that there was a winner that they at least got the existing valuation of the house.
Aye.
So they did make money from it, which is good.
That's good.
It's clever. Risky, but clever. I'd feel bad for the person that spent like £1,000 on tickets and didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all would. But, I mean, if it's luck of the draw, it's luck of the draw. You know? You can't win all of them. You could, but you can't.
Talking of winning all of them, I was watching a video the other day which was covering an Ask Reddit post. And the Ask Reddit post was 2 people who have won lifetime supplies on competitions. What was your experience? And there were loads of different funny and interesting responses. There was a heartbreaking response where a kid had rung up to enter a cereal competition, lifetime supply of cereal. He won the lifetime supply of cereal, but the mum rang back and said, no, we don't want it.
What?
Yeah.
Why would, if
After-
you're a
after they
parent
could've
and say
won.
you don't want cereal, well, who are you?
A lifetime supply of cereal.
Why don't you
So-
want cereal?
So they never got their lifetime supply. And then there's other people who said things like they had really positive things. Someone won access to basically all screenings and all premieres of movies coming out for a year, but then someone forgot to take them off the list. So they were still stuck on the press list for a couple of years after, until someone did research, realised that the person owned a dog company, and they were like, oh, okay, and then they were invited to all animal-related films.
What? They were invited to all animal films.
So they were initially on a press list as a
Right.
prize. So they were invited to premieres with like the official opening ceremonies, with the food, the snacks, the gift bags, that sort of stuff.
Right, okay.
And then after a year, they weren't taken off until eventually someone reviewed the list, was wondering who they were, had a quick look up, realised they own a dog grooming business, and then only invited them to animal-related movie premieres in the future.
Fair enough.
And then there was another one. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a whole video on it. Be sure to give it a look up. I can't remember who posted it, but just search for people who have won lifetime supplies. What's your experience? That sort of thing on Ask Reddit. There was another one where someone actually only won like 2 boxes or something before the company went bust. So I guess it was for the lifetime of the company, but it was a pretty disappointing one.
Yep.
And one final one where someone had won a lifetime supply of some product, and even after that person passed away, they still continued receiving lifetime supplies of said product.
Not bad, really. I mean, I'd happily take a lifetime supply of products. You could sell them.
You could. Oh, that's another one. One more one before I
Go on.
end off, because otherwise I'm going to be basically describing the entire video. Someone, I think they either worked for a commercial or something, or they won a lifetime supply. I know a couple of them were like, oh, didn't win, but there's this. There was someone who either worked for a commercial or won a lifetime supply of rice-a-roni. And, oh no, it was Kraft mac and cheese, something like that. And they got sent like a lifetime supply of Kraft mac and cheese as their reward or as payment. And, no, that's it. They didn't win. They had their face on the box of Kraft mac and cheese. So they got a lifetime supply as payment, as part of their payment anyway. And they said, right, I'm sick of this. They got so sick of mac and cheese that they've literally got a mac and cheese cupboard, and they're selling them on and just giving it all away.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that's the thing that I'd hate about lifetime supplies, is you would get sick of it.
And there's not
'Cause
really
you
an
have
easy
so
way
much
of
of it.
ending it, is there? Unless you know a supplier.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, though.
But, I mean, if you make
I
a
want
little
to win
business out of
something
it-
like that one day.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, but it's difficult. But who knows? Who knows?
One day.
Um,
Anyway, going back to this whole... Sorry, that was a massive tangent. I just thought, that's a funny
it's
thing
good.
to talk
It's
about.
good.
Going back to this whole, like, house stuff. You've got a friend in London with a house.
I have.
Tell us about your friend.
I don't. My dad's friend.
Your dad knows everyone.
That's true. I mean, he is from London though, so not really a surprise.
Makes sense.
So basically, someone in London, they have not been able to sell their house during this pandemic,
Mhm.
and their house was up for sale for 1.7 million, which is quite a lot.
That's a dream to own a house with 1.7 mil.
I mean, most houses in London are very expensive, so not really
Yeah.
a surprise. But they haven't been able to sell it, so they've had another valuation on it lately, and it has dropped to 700,000. So it's dropped by 1 million because of this. Which, you know what? It's the market crash for houses that we didn't expect to happen so soon.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to say it. It's even to the point where houses where I live at the moment to rent have dropped by like 300, 400 quid at the moment compared to the normal 1,000 odd plus every month, you know?
It's scary in a way. I'd hate to be a homeowner looking to sell at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them, apparently, they're going to start just renting for the time being, just because that's going to be easiest way around it, I guess. But
Yeah.
at the moment, they can't. They're not like they can't do any viewings. They can't do any sellings.
Well, and the only problem with that as well is that let's just say there's someone that needs to move out and needs to get into a new house,
Like me.
and they not like you, and they don't have anywhere else to go. Like you, there's no fallback. There's not like a second home that they own. They can't just go and rent then.
No.
It's difficult because if you're a homeowner and you urgently need to move, you're gonna be losing out. You're gonna be losing money. You're gonna have to be accepting the loss in order to take your money back.
Yeah.
And it's a horrible scenario to be in by the sounds of it.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But
you've got good news.
I have got good news. We spoke to the landlord at the weekend. All the rent up to now has been paid. So
That's good.
We've got a little extension onto our contract for the time being. Got an extra month or two, depending on if this whole thing disappears, which would be nice. Because this house is cold. But at the moment, we've got roughly probably about 2 months. So we got until the end of June rather than the beginning of May, which is
And is that rent free?
nice. I don't know. I would hope so, but who knows?
Well, legally it should be rent free.
Legally, it should be.
Yeah, rent break.
Yeah, legally it should be, but I have no idea.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, but otherwise, like I've still been looking. There's a few that's popped up around here still, which I can.
And I guess you
go
could always
for.
leave earlier if you could.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's good to have that little bit of a safety cushion now, just in case.
Yeah. So I think we got until the end of June at the moment, or beginning of July. Maybe longer if it's a problem. But my dad asked how like if there'll be any longer than 2 months, and our landlord said probably not because they do just really want to sell it now. Even
Which
though
is
no one's
fair.
going to buy it, I mean, if we get told like we have to still stay, then well,
There's nothing they can do about it, yeah.
Exactly. But otherwise, the delay has kind of helped a little bit at the moment.
Which is good.
Yeah.
They can stick it on the market, but yeah, as you said, no one's going to buy it at this point in time.
No one's buying until this starts going back up, really.
Yeah.
So,
And fingers crossed it'll be
Aye.
soon.
aye. But otherwise, I found a few places still, so it's just getting viewings on them when you're able to again, really.
Yeah.
One's quite local still, which is quite nice, because I've started to actually like the beach now, like more.
Oh, that's good.
I think because I've got the dog and stuff, I'm able to like go down there, which is
You've realised the benefits.
good. Yeah, whereas like before that, I'd just be sat here, which I am like right now. But
That's why I always go down to the beach when I'm around your house.
yeah,
It's
it's
just a
nice.
luxury.
It's nice. It's a luxury you don't take advantage of unless you have some reason to go down there.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I have
Or
a
if-
thing to say, by the way.
Go on then.
My dog escaped today.
What?
Where
Where did he go?
My dad took him into the garden for a bit, and obviously just didn't keep an eye for a second or so. He went into the bush, round the back, or round the side even, and there was a little gap in the fence. And I was sat up here, and I suddenly heard, "Whose little white fluffy doggy is this then?" And one of our other neighbours that we don't really talk to ever popped up, and he went through the fence basically over to her.
Oh, wow.
And that
What,
hole
and-
in the fence has been fixed up now.
What, and your dad didn't even notice that he went through the hole in the fence initially?
Nope.
He thought he was just in the bush?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep. And I was
God,
sat
it's
up
lucky
here.
that person saw him then.
I know, it was lucky she was there. Otherwise, I think the furthest they would have gone is to our other neighbours which have dogs.
Right.
Because they started running around in their garden for a bit with the dogs. But
That's
yeah, that
worrying,
was
though.
a bit mental.
Bet your heart sank when you heard that.
Well, you can tell I definitely went downstairs to have a look what was happening.
Yeah.
But no, he's alright. He's asleep at the moment. He's had a nice little run around today because of that.
I'm not surprised. He's seen the big world now by himself.
He has. I have been trying him off leash though a little bit,
Mhm.
which is good. Mainly down the beach and stuff, and down this little. We've got like an alleyway across the road from us, which is like the back of a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
And like maybe one car goes down there a day.
That's where you've been
So-
doing your snaps and your Instagrams and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been taking him down there, in a bit of like just to get him kind of used to being off lead a bit. But he does this little sort of thing when he's like trying to play, and it sounds really aggressive. So I'm trying to get him out of that, and that's difficult to get him to stop making that noise unless you just stop playing with him completely. But
that's a hard one really, because it might just be his personality.
exactly, like he's the sweetest, but when he plays, he gets a bit rough.
It's like with
noise.
It's like with Beta, she just carries on barking. She's got two barks. She's got her like serious bark where she's trying to like fend people off, or fend animals or something off, or she wants to get attention where she's like rah, 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 rah. But then when she's playing, she'll continually bark, but it's higher pitched, and you can hear her playful bark. She's like rah, 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 rah. But she just won't stop. So it could be Coda's way of playing, and you might not be able to get him out of it. But you've just got.
It just means I got to be careful with him around like other people, because if he goes over to like other people and starts making that noise, I'll say, put him down. He's not. He's vicious.
What you could do, him vicious?
He's not vicious. He's sweet. He likes
or
attention.
What you could do, you said you got a command word for him to bark, haven't you?
Yeah, speak.
Speak, yeah. You could, when he's playing, you could say speak. And then
that could work.
And you might
He's
be able
not
to
very
then
good
train
at it, though.
him. Oh, right.
He can do it, but he kind of goes.
Do you know the trick to get dogs to bark? Usually without
to put
fail.
my like arm up to my ear or something like that.
Close.
Or
so
bang your head or something, or shoulder.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you grab a ball and you lift it up to not exactly on your shoulder, but like just before. Like, let's just say where your armpit is.
Yeah.
You basically tap it there over and over and over, like you can hear me doing it now because of my voice. And then eventually they start going.
Yeah. He's just not very good at it, like on command. He can bark generally, but he like when you tell him to speak and stuff, he kind of goes boof, 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 like that.
Do you know what we did? And it's a bit of a weird way. So you know that Beta has a strange obsession with stones.
Yeah.
So what I did to get her to bark initially, and it was the first time I properly heard her bark, we rake the back area of stones every now and then to level it all out. So I was raking the stones, and my dad was holding Beta by the collar so she wouldn't like lash at the stones or anything. But she was getting frustrated, and then she started going, and then from there, that got her barking like properly. And then you associate that with the word teacher to start and stop from there. That's what we did.
Well,
but
I guess my way of doing that is to go downstairs.
Yeah, it's difficult with every dog.
Yeah.
It's different.
The only way that I know Coda would guarantee bark is if I go downstairs and, like, because he'll start just barking down the stairs.
Yeah.
He can get downstairs, but he can't get down the first step up here.
Right.
Like, I think he's just a bit scared because it's like, it's not a carpeted step, the top one.
Oh, it's a different step, isn't it? It's wooden.
Yeah, so I think he kind of like generates that as like a, ooh, I can't go down that one sort of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
Which is good because it means I can leave the back door open for the cats and stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
But generally he can get down the stairs. He couldn't the other day, but I taught him how to do it. But he just can't get down this top one.
Guess it creates an invisible barrier in a way.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit of reassurance that he's going to stay upstairs up until he's confident, then good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get a tad bigger. It's weird because, like, I keep saying I keep thinking back to when we went to pick him up.
Yeah.
And when we went to pick him up, obviously the parent dogs were like decently sized. They weren't big, but they weren't medium. They were just under medium, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like on the large scale of small.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I'm looking at him and I don't see their size in him, but I know that he's getting to it.
He's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quick, but he's still got like, I think it's until 2 years old or something. Yeah. When you hit 2, then they're usually at their full size. But it depends with every breed.
But he hasn't really grown that much over the last like month or so.
It's probably more internal development than like bone growth and bone strength.
Yeah. Yeah, generally they get to like 14 inches to their shoulder, and he's around 13 already, so...
Right.
He's roughly where he should be.
I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. But, I don't know, he's sweet.
He is sweet. I miss him. I want to go see him again.
Yeah, come down soon. Come down soon, when you can.
When it's all over, I'll be on my way, don't you worry.
Yeah, I want to do like a thing down here, because obviously I'll have a new house probably by the time that... I guess by the time you can actually come over, you know?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then let's have a big barbecue with, like, let's get everyone down and have a barbecue, you know?
Sounds good to me.
Barbecue on the beach.
I like the sound of that.
Be nice. And then we'll bring the dog down, he can play with some stones and have a little swim, then we'll bring him back home and he can have a snooze while we have a barbecue.
Sounds like the dream.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. And if I'm still here for whatever reason, we'll have a barbecue in the garden.
No, that sounds good. That sounds like the ultimate dream to me. Talking of dreams, Kai.
Nice. Go on.
We've had some strange dreams recently.
Yeah, and by recently I mean last night.
Yeah, last night. So I sent a message to Yuki today for the first time in a little while.
Yep.
And it said, I had a dream last night that you were paying everyone for being friends with you after your YouTube went viral, and you skipped me. And then when I asked you why you said it, and then when I asked you why you didn't pay me, you said it's because I didn't dye my hair. So thanks for that. And then she was like, LMAO, dye your fucking hair then.
There, yeah, dye your hair. Dye your hair blue.
I don't want to dye my hair.
You could dye your hair at the moment because you're not actually going into work.
But I don't want to at the same time.
That's fair. You don't have to, but
I'm not even like straightening or brushing my hair or anything. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you don't have to do anything to it, don't do anything to it.
The main reason I'm not, though, is because it's getting long, and obviously I can't have a little haircut for a while. So if I'm not brushing or anything, it stays curly and wavy, and then it stays out my eyes.
Yeah, I haven't been doing mine that much either. I've been, like, keeping it relatively just brushed.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm giving it a little bit of a break from the matted mats every now and then, you know?
Matted mats.
Yeah, the matted mats.
Okay.
Well, you know, I have to, like, lots of hairspray, lots of back combing. I'm giving it a bit of a break for, like, probably 1 to 2 days a week.
It will heal.
A little bit. I got some hair cream as well. Bought that in Tesco the other week. Which you put in like after you've shampooed, which apparently repairs it. I don't know.
Gotta get some volume. Natural
I hope
volume.
so. I would like some volume. That's like one thing I would really love, but who knows? I had a weird dream though.
Yeah, what's your dream?
So my dream was, for whatever reason, I was on a plane to New York. I don't remember I think I was with you. I might have been with you.
Yes!
But you didn't get off the plane.
New York!
You didn't get off the plane though.
Fuck!
I say that, I don't know if you got off the plane. I didn't see you again after the plane.
What?
So, I was in the plane with you, we were sat there, and I realised I forgot to get my visa. Yeah?
No.
Or my ESTA. And we're already like, we're coming into New York, like, airport by this point, JFK or whatever. And I'm like, okay, there's the sea there. I'm gonna skydive out of the plane. So I skydived out of the plane, into the sea. And there was like this big platform as well, so I didn't actually land in the sea. I was trying to avoid the sea to not get wet, basically. So I didn't land in the sea. I landed on this little platform. There was someone there waiting for me for whatever reason. So I landed on the platform. Very nice landing, by the way, I must admit. They got me back up. And then I went to meet everyone that was on the plane. I think it was like a school trip or something like that. I really don't know. But I haven't been to school for like... Yeah, but we haven't been to school for like, what, 4 to 6 years each?
Yeah.
So, it's weird. And, like, my friend Charlie was there.
Maybe it's an unwritten thing with everyone, because I've been having a few school dreams lately.
I guess it's because no one's been at school for a while, you know?
Yeah. Like, not necessarily, not in a school, but like just with people from school that I haven't really thought of since I've left.
Yeah.
Anyway,
weird.
yeah, so Charlie was there.
Yeah, my friend Charlie was there, and we had this thing where we had to control a robot on like this grabber, but I controlled the top of it, he controlled the bottom of it, or vice versa. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a 3x3 grid on each of them, and the only way to actually activate the machine was to get this 3x3 grid on both of them the exact same. So it had to be like an X on each one or something like that. And it was like a random thing. It's very weird. And then I realised, oh wait, I'm meant to be in Orlando right now.
Not New York.
No, apparently I was also on my way to the trip to Orlando with Sherry and her family in October, in the middle of April, you know.
What?
And I thought, hold on, I'll go back to London. So for whatever reason, I tried to get through the airport security without a visa still
no.
to try and get back to London Heathrow Airport or something like that, to then come all the way back to Orlando. But I woke up by that point.
What a weird dream.
Yeah, but I couldn't get home. That was the moral of the story there, really.
So you illegally travelled there, and then illegally jumped out of planes, and then illegally not be allowed in, to then illegally not be allowed out.
Yep.
That sounds horrible.
I mean, I wasn't caught, so...
Although it sounds similar to something that's actually happened. Where I think it was a guy... Nah, not me. Oh my god. No, it was a guy who fled his country, I think it was due to terrorism, to seek asylum somewhere else. He then couldn't get into that country, and his citizenship or something like that was revoked from his original country. So he legally could not go anywhere because he had no citizenship and he hadn't had the right documents to go anywhere. So he was living in the airport, because the airport is basically a what do they call it? They say it's no one's country.
Right,
on the air side of things, past the security and stuff, there's global rules, but it's not a country, something like that. That's how it's classified. Anyway, so he's been living in an airport ever since. I don't know if he's managed to sort something out now, but he was living in an airport for at least 9 months.
I'm gonna guess that he's sorted something out by that point then, because
I don't know.
I remember yesterday he did a video on it.
Yeah, that was it, I think.
And they managed to stay in the airport for 2 days or something like that, because there was a sleeper part in there as well, like a little hotel thing that you could sleep in. And they just said they missed their flight or something like that and got it rebooked.
I think that's why it's a bit difficult though, because no country wants to take him in. So what police force is going to deal with it? Yeah. Very weird. Very strange.
Anyway, with that said, I think that is the end of this week's episode.
It is indeed.
Thank you, every single one of you, for watching. Don't do any homework, except do send us questions on Twitter @StuckInAPodcast. We will review them next week on Wednesday the 29th?
I think so. Yes, it is.
Wednesday the 29th. So get your questions in, hopefully by, I'd say Sunday, because we usually record these on a Monday. So, Thanks. Anything you want to say?
No, that's it, really. Sound it off quite nicely.
Cool. Well, thanks, everyone. Have a nice week. Remember, stay indoors, wash your hands and your face. And your ears.
Specifically ears.
And your nose if you want. Blow your nose, you know.
And your eyeballs.
Yeah, you could wash your eyeballs. Do you ever do that thing in science where you had to wash your eyeballs?
No, but I had to do it for other reasons, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I used to have like an eye drop thing which I had to do for...
That that was it.
Yeah. Did you like
stuff.
Break the thing in the corner of your eye?
I can't remember what it was. I just know that at some point, I think I had a bloodshot eye or something like that, but I was really young, and there was some reason behind it, and I had to do eye washing every night.
Yeah, I think I had to do mine like 3 times a day or something like that. The you know the little bit in the corner of your eye where it's like the
pink
towards
bit.
your nose, the pink bit, yeah. That part split for me. And it kept like making me cry basically constantly.
Oh my god, no.
Had to have eye drops to fix that.
Ouch.
That's when I was like 4 as well, so it was like
oh my god, that's horrible.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone.
And you've been listening to Don't forget your visas.
Yeah.
Bitch.